Hello, friends. How are you? My name is Raymond Nugent, aka Chronic Pain Eater Demon. How are you guys? How are you guys tonight? Welcome back to my channel. You know, it's the Christmas holiday season, and we're trying to enjoy the holiday as safe and as good as we can. So, we're in a holiday chat mood right now. So, yes, guys, come on in. We're doing holiday chats tonight. You know what I mean? Let's talk about the holidays. The gifts you got. The past holidays, the worst gifts you ever had. Let's talk, guys. Come on in. Let's do some holiday chat tonight. So that's what I say for the night. Holiday chat. So come on in. Holiday chat tonight, guys. Holiday chat. Let's come on in and do that chat. And talk about the holidays. And some of the gifts we got. Some of your old folks maybe get, some old flannel, some socks, stuff like that. Some socks, some pajamas. Maybe certain things you weren't looking forward to, but to still show your appreciation, because that's what the holiday's for. To show your appreciation, especially in a year like this. So yeah. So let's get into the holiday chat, man. Let's see what's going on. You know, um, as far as the day goes by, and the rest of the season, and just have fun. You know what I mean? Just have fun. Yeah. So let's get into the holiday mood, guys, and come on in. Let's get some holiday chat going. Come on in, share your links. It's Chronic Pain, Inner Demon. Yeah, so come on in, guys. Share your links if you want to, and make some mingle. Hey, it is what it is, man. It's for the people. So hey, come on in. I remember my holidays when I was a youngster. The first thing I want was a tricycle. Those little three-wheel things. I was a kid, but my mom couldn't afford it, man. And I went to bed and I dreamt about that tricycle so much. Yeah. And moving forward, growing up, I started liking bicycle. And when I graduated, high school, I bought me a bicycle. Some people call it a bike. Yeah, I bought me a bicycle because I was so much in love with those things. I said, one day I'm going to get one. And that's where my goal started. You know, that's where my goal started. Is trying to accomplish those small goals and increase from that. So yes, but going back to the holiday chat, I've got me some great gifts, and I've got me some that I'm like, but I'm still grateful, But I'm like, where did you shop? I'm like, where did you shop? Because the gift you get, they're like, whoa, you know, so unexpected. You wonder where they shopped at, but you're grateful for it because it's the time that the person put in and the consideration. That's what's important. So if it's even a cup of coffee, it's a very nice gift. You know, that's the thought. If it's even a envelope with a card in it, sometimes that means more than money. So that's a great thought as well. So sometimes it's not the big things that's going to really capture your heart. Is the small things and the time and the courtesy that the person put into it, makes it, so special. Yeah. So, you have some gifts that are huge, that could be very special. And then you have some that could be very small and so sentimental that, they outweigh the bigger gift. And ask yourself why, you know? Yeah. We have to ask ourselves why, you know? But it just is what it is. That's why we have to just give from where? From our heart. Because you never know how the other person gonna receive. So you give from your heart. And that's what pretty much, in this time I see, in this crucial time, I see a lot of people are giving from their heart. And that's a blessing. That is a blessing, to all of us. You know what I mean? It's a blessing to all of us. And that's what we should do. So yeah, man. So chronic pain demon in the house. Let's talk about the holidays, guys. How you spending your holidays? What about the leftovers? If there's any leftover in the kitchen, come on. Who's rolling up the leftovers? Go get the leftovers, man, and come on and sit down and chit chat. Well, my friend Jersey Sentinel, where are you? You on vacation? Normally you're in the house. I guess you're on vacation. Um, you know, but it's understandable. It's family time, so it is what it is. You know what I mean? So if you guys could join in, I would appreciate. I mean, if not, then it is what it is because it's family time. But I figure, once I have the time, I'm gonna jump on this machine and I'm trying to do some work. So that's what I'm here doing right now. With you guys. Entertain and intertwine. While you're putting in your leftovers in the microwave or in the oven, trying to warm it up. You know what I mean? So you could have that real nice leftover. Yeah, because sometimes, there's nothing sweet like the leftovers, man. Especially the leftover lasagna. You know, the leftover lasagna, for some reason, is just, you know, um, oh my goodness. It's just something about leftover lasagna, you know. Um, when you heat it up, you know what I mean? It's just, oh God, it's like everything just marinate and it's good to go. So sometimes some of these meals, they taste better the day after. Isn't that ironic? You know, some of these meals sometimes taste better the day after. Wow. You know, we have to say to ourselves, wow, is that science or is it just because the seasoning is more soaked in the meal? What do you think? Comment down below. Let me know, guys. Get on in. Christmas season, chime on in. Let me know what you're eating for the leftovers. You know, let me know how you're enjoying the family leftovers, man. Don't be afraid. Get in the chat room. Don't be afraid. All right. Get in the chat. Let me know what you're eating for leftovers. Because this is the time where we have a lot of family, friends, you know, all the associates that we grew up with, or went to school, or like I said, just come around and safely enjoy the holiday. There's nothing like that. You know what I mean? And in spite of all that we're going through, at least we could find a time to have some civil and conscious time with each and every one as far as family and friends is concerned. And that is great. That is great, because we need that. Because that is a big part of our de-stress. That's where it starts. So the de-stress starts this holiday season. Yeah, around friends and family. Because you know why? You get to talk and express yourself, and you get certain things off your chest. Yeah. So that's where the de-stress starts, and I hope we all will continue and bring this through to 2021, because the time is so crucial and dark. We have to find some light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, guys, the vaccines are here. They're giving them out in normal fashion, and everybody have to wait their turn, and hopefully, I'm very optimistic. Hopefully they work, and we will be fine, and we will be back to normal sometime soon. So everything is just time. Time is the master of everything. The master of everything. You can't control time. Time controls its own self. So you might have a clock, or you might have a wristwatch or a pocket watch, but you can stop it and go and stop and go. Well, you control your own time, but you can't control the real time. Because time keeps going. So yeah, in time, everything happens in time. You know, but yeah, guys, with this week leftovers, man. Let me know how you guys are enjoying the leftovers. You know, let me know what's left, what's going in the microwave, what tastes good, what tastes better in the microwave, what tastes better on the leftover day versus the same day. Let me know. Come on in the chat room. Let me know how you're spending your holiday. If you're still out shopping, if you're out returning gifts or exchanging gifts, or whatever you out doing, you know what I mean? Or if you're home just relaxing, chillaxing, and just taking in the channel and supporting chronic pain, the inner demon, Raymond Nugent, yeah, that's nice as well. You know what I mean? So anyway, but still, you still have to let me know what you got, what you got, what you got. What did you get? What did you get for the holiday? You know, what was your gift? You know what I mean? Did you like it? Or did you say thank you? I mean, did you really sincerely appreciate it? Or you just say, okay, thank you, just because, let us know. Tell your secret here, it stays here. All right? So let us know. Come on in the chat room. Let me know. Let me know. I'm searching through here for you know, where I could drop some jackets. But yeah. So yes, guys, let me know how you guys spend your Christmas holidays. Let me know how you're doing, and family wise and health wise, and just make sure that everybody's okay. You know what I mean? And enjoying a very nice holiday season, because we deserve this, man. Because from what we're going through, and we're still going through, we deserve to have a good holiday season. Yes, we do. So yeah, man. So I hope everybody's having a pleasant time with their families and friends, in a safe manner, and just keep on from there, because that's what's going to catapult us to next year. The love and harmony that brings us through. That's going to help us to go through next year with the same kind of motion. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we will be fine. It's just a matter of time. We will be fine. The struggle is real, guys. But hey, we're almost there. So we can't give up now. Not when we're almost at the finish line. You see what I'm saying? We can't give up. So we have to enjoy these days with family and friends, like I said, and just be cool. What I mean? Yeah, and just thank God for life. Thank God for life. Health and strength. And that we're still here. That's the most important thing that we should thank God for and look forward to going through 2021. For life and health and strength. Because you know why? So many healthy people have lost their lives this year, 2020, because of the CV-19. Healthy people, younger people, elderly people, so many people. So it could have been you or it could have been I. So first thing we have to give thanks for: life, health, strength, family, and friends. And move on from there. You find good relations out there. But yeah, because when you look at what went on this year, man, you see that nothing else matters but really life, health, and strength. Because with that you can overcome once you have health and strength. If you don't have no health and don't have no strength, but you have wealth, then what happened? You know, you'll depreciate. Yeah, because you have no strength to carry over. You have no health to carry over. So that's how important it is to have health and strength. So that's the first thing I give God thanks for. Is health and strength. And as this day forward, that's what the first thing I want to give thanks for every day. I rise is the breath that you blow in me, and health and strength, because that's the most important thing in life. Because that's what life taught me throughout this ordeal. So everybody take away their little piece, bits and piece from 2020. But we have to understand that if we don't learn nothing from this, then what are we going to learn from? You know what I mean? So yeah, I learned to be grateful for the little things. Yeah, the air that I breathe, the steps that I take, the strength that I have to pick up the package, those are the things are what I'm more grateful for now. You know what I mean? Because they are things that meaningful and more mattering to me. Because if I can't do those things, I'll be frustrated. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, so health and strength is the most important thing, going forward in my life. And hey, if you want to adapt that, then guys, then so be it. But it's just my opinion, because I have seen so much, happen throughout this year, that I just decided that that's the way I'm going to go, on a daily basis. because with health and strength, I could move forward and be more progressive. You know, yeah. So that's going to be my daily routine. What I give thanks for. And we all should make some kind of daily commitment. What we're going to give thanks for, and try to make sure we try to you know reach that and memorize that and try to make it help us to be better human beings, better people and better person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because hey, we all went through this struggle together, man. None of us escaped the struggle that just went on in 2020. No matter where you live, no matter where you're from, no matter what part of the earth you are, none of us escaped this. We all face the same tragedy. We all face the same nightmare, and we all have to adjust to it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So hey, find some time to enjoy family and friends, man, because that's what's important in life, and your health, and your strength. And if you have your wealth, enjoy it as well. Hey, kudos to that. You know what I mean? Of course you have to enjoy it. You work hard for it, But yeah, but more importantly, man, our health is just so meaningful to us, especially in a time like this, and I get to learn just by paying attention and listening and also observing, you know, this past year, you know, and I had to question myself, and ask myself, what's more meaningful to me? Yeah, what's more meaningful to me going forward? Yes, Ray, what's more meaningful? After all that I saw, after all the devastation I saw, what's more meaningful? You know what I mean? Yeah, and I have to tell you, yeah, health, strength, I'm telling you, family, good friends, food, all of that stuff, but you have to understand, your health and strength is the most important thing, moving forward, you know, and, your good mind and ambition, what I'm saying? All those things catapult you to where you want to be. But, if you don't have your health, you can't get out of bed. If you don't have your strength, how are you going to get up and walk to the bathroom? You know, ask a person that's confined to a bed. They'll tell you, I wish I could walk to the bathroom, you know? They'll say, oh, I wish I could just walk to the bathroom. And you and I take it for granted, because we what? We have our health and our strength, So hey, we have to be grateful, Yeah, you have to be grateful and be mindful, of what we really want to accomplish and like in this life. Because I tell you, without our health and without our strength, we're nothing. We're dependents because we have to depend on other people. Maybe you might have the money to pay somebody, to take care of you or whatever, but you're still a dependent. You still can't do your well wishes. You see what I'm saying? So with your health and strength, you could move forward because if you have a good mind and very ambitious, you could do anything. You see what I'm saying? So yes. So moving forward to 2021, that's my thing. My health and strength, and my I'm always optimistic because I said I'm an optimistic guy. And just move forward with my life from there. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm trying to accomplish my goals. But first I have to give thanks to God for my health and strength because like I said, the year taught me a serious lesson. 2021 taught me a very serious lesson about life. You understand me? A very serious lesson about life. You know, and how to appreciate life. You know, oh yeah, and how to appreciate life. 2020 taught me that because it could slip away so easily. So fast. Transition are so fast. Because look at what just happened to us shortly, after the Kobe Bryant incidents, we didn't even get over that. Here comes COVID, you know. So pretty much we're in a mental and a psychological state of mind for the entire year with the election and everything, with all the unrest, the civil unrest that we have. We have so many civil unrest this year. So mentally, we're just so fogged, we're mentally fogged. We need to defog. Yeah, we need to de-stress because it's a very stressful time, high stress. And even though you might have vaccines right now, but what about the mental issues that people have been through psychologically, you know, that we're going to have to deal with, down the line? That's going to create another big havoc. And it is already, and it's going to get worse, you know? So we have ways to go in order to get back to the real normal life. We have ways to go. But first, we have to try to stop what's going on, which is the pandemic, you know? That's number one. And number two, we have to fix the economy system because without money, countries really can't run or they're going to be shortchanged. Jobs have to, come back, recreate, or whatever the case may be, you know. Yeah. So things could trickle down to the regular people. Regular taxpaying people could live and, go back to some kind of normalcy. So yes, we have a long way to go. Because if you really look at it, 2020 is the most expensive year of our lifetime. And I'm going to explain to you, but I'm going to say it again. 2020 is the most expensive year of our lifetime. Let me explain it to you now. The civil unrest costs a lot of money. We saw a lot of civil unrest around America with the George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, all of those things. Those things cost a lot of money. But that's not the money I'm talking about. COVID, worldwide, we're talking about trillions of dollars. Not to develop a vaccine, I'm not counting those kind of trillions. I'm just counting what it costs. And if you put in what it costs to develop the vaccines, we're looking at over 20 or 30 trillion dollars. Figures that we probably can't even write. That's what COVID cost the earth in 2020. Moving forward in 2021, I hope we figure out a way how to stop it. I hope these vaccines work. I spoke about them in a few of my videos. I did vaccine one, vaccine two. I think I have to do vaccine three because another company is on board right now, trying to, work with all these other companies. And also, Johnson and Johnson, they're trying to do some studies on the vaccine as well. So I think right now it's between 5 or 6 companies that are on board. You see what I'm saying, guys? About 5 or 6 companies. Well, they better be speaking the same languages because we need the same vaccine. So they better be speaking the same languages when it comes on to the analytics, you know, and also the data. They have to speak the same language so we know we're getting the same thing. That's all I have to say about that. But I'm glad that the researchers are opening up to other companies and stuff like that. But they better make sure we get the same thing that what was researched and what was supposed to be administered. That's just my thing. They just better give us the same thing because we've been through too much already. We can't take no more. As humanity, we can't. We can't. Because we suffered a tremendous loss in 2020. I have never really seen people buried in mass graves. I've never seen bodies in refrigerator in trucks just stocked away like they have meat stocked away in those frozen trucks, ready to be delivered. I have never seen that in my lifetime. When I saw this in 2020, New York, you know, um, Detroit, Louisiana, and other various states, it blew my mind. It did. Because you know why? I'm thinking of the family members, where are they? How do they feel? They probably don't even know that these things are happening. They probably won't even notify that this person was dead or this person had expired, you know, until later because of how things were busy and the rush of trying to help so many people, you know. It's not purposely done. It's just because things were coming in at such a high rate, it's just hard to keep up. You have to look at these nurses and these doctors working 24/7, just trying to keep people alive. They're human beings as well. They get tired. Kudos to them. You know, and plus they have to dress in these weird little things so that they're trying not to get these viruses and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So all around on a total scale, this is the most overwhelming year of my life, the longest year of my life. You know, the year of my life that sent me back to do a lot of research. You know, to get some kind of understanding because you know what, it's not there for us, and we're at a loss because we're just looking around like, okay, what's really going on? Because every day the analytics change. Every day, the language change every day. So we just keep wondering and pondering what's going on. It's not because we're clueless, it's just way above us. It's never been seen before. That by itself is very frightening. Sometimes when I watch the news and I see the counts and how they rise in astronomical numbers, it hits me so hard that when you go to sleep, you don't even get to a good night rest because you said, how could this be? How could this be? Hmm. We're living in a very serious time. Please don't let us. But we don't want our mind to be confused. The time is very serious enough. So we can't really take no form of confusion right now. You know, because living here for so long, I have never seen food lines that long in my life. First of all, I think I've seen food lines about twice or so. Living around. And I've been in America now over 30 years. But when I saw lines all over America this year because the people are out of their jobs. When I saw lines, I'm talking about some serious lines where people are waiting for hours for these places to open so they could try to get ahead. Maybe they have to go to work or maybe they have to do other things. It bothers me. Oh, yeah. Yes, it does. I'm not afraid to say it. It bothers me because we shouldn't have to live this way. We shouldn't have to live this way. No human deserves to live this way. First of all, you're in isolation. Number two, you can't provide. Number three, you're a lost because the uncertainties. Number four, the kids are getting on your nerves. You know, and number five, you just had it. It happens. It's human nature. We could bear with so much. We weren't built for certain things like this. I am surprised and I am so grateful to see how people are so resilient. You know, that's why I said I learned a lot of things this year. To see how resilient people are, see how fast we get into these transitions. And some people might let it bother them, but for the most, we try to form in line and get into these transitions, just to save lives. Yeah, we did it. Yeah. So what that shows you, don't be afraid of changes. You know, changes will come, changes will happen. Just don't be afraid. The world evolve. You know, you have to believe in evolution. You know, Yeah. But like I said, 2020. If I should write a book about 2020, I think everybody could. Number one, I think everybody could, you know. But if we should all write books about 2020, I think they'll be top sellers, in my opinion. Because each one could tell their individual story about 2020. And it'll be a top seller. Yes. Each one could tell their individual story and it could be a top seller. Because we all been through it, you know. No one was exempt from what was going on and still going on. Because you see people in higher ups, president have it, presidents in other country have it, So it didn't just, it didn't really um, have no prejudice, you know. Yeah, it just go wherever it goes, you know. Wow, wow, that is just so amazing, to see how we gather as people and save so much lives because even though a lot of lives were lost, but it could have been a lot more. People took heed, you know what I mean? So you have to give, praises to the ones that does the right thing, you know what I mean? Because they've been doing it for like months now, just like myself, just trying to stay clear and trying to stay safe, you know. Yeah, it's not easy. No, it's not. Because I remember the other day I was walking around the house, true story, short story, because I live alone, you know what I mean? Took my shower, got dressed, walking around the house, and I found myself talking to myself because I, I was supposed to go to the store, but I didn't really need the stuff, so I'm like, why do I really need to go to the store? I don't feel like going. I mean, I don't feel like going out there because I have to put on the mask and all that stuff. I'm like, I don't feel. I find myself talking to myself. Yes, that's what boredom does. I found myself talking to myself, but that's okay because sometimes you need to reason with yourself, reason with your inner self. Reason with your intuition. You know what I mean? Yeah. So sometimes you need to do that. You know, before you take certain steps. You know, yeah. So I was in there reasoning with myself. I have so much time on my hands. I was in there reasoning with myself. Then I had to catch myself and say, wait a minute, why am I talking to myself? There's no one else here, you know? Yes. I was like, wow. I'm telling you. So we've been through so many different changes, guys. If you have to look at them one at a time, you're just gonna laugh. You're just gonna trickle. Now let me tell you something, right? The first one I saw is when I went to the doctor. This is when things were just like starting to heat up. It wasn't as bad as it is now. They came to see you in the parking lot. Where you sit in your car and you see the doctor. They come in their mask and their gowns or whatever, and they take your vitals and through the window and they see you in the parking lot. Now this is what you need to have. Either you have your phone or your laptop. So when they call you, you could go on that number that they text you and open up that app, and you can see the doctor, and then you and them will have the conversation. First, you'll see the nurse, and then you'll see the doctor, and then that's how you see the doctor today. It's a lot easier. I'm not complaining because the drive to his office is very long. When I used to go to his office, I waited quite a while. Doc, I hope you're not watching this. Yes, I do wait quite a while. So I'm enjoying this, sitting in my living room, seeing the doctor because I've seen a few doctors, on a monthly basis, and I'm enjoying the living room, doctor's visit. You know what I mean? Because I'm having my coffee, I'm watching television, and I'm waiting for the doctor. So hey, big deal, Yeah. So out of everything, this is pretty much the thing that I really enjoy, the most, as far as, transitioning into this year. Because with the schooling, because my daughter's a school teacher, and I was very fearful of her, you know, with, you know, all the civil unrest, all the undecisiveness, all the uncertainties, with the election, all of the stuff that went on, it just cluttered your brain, So it's like, I just like felt like I just needed to, just de-stress, yeah. So one day I locked myself away in the house, man. No phone, no laptop, no television, and just sit back and relax. And I meditated for like about 45 minutes, get up, get something to eat, go back to lay down, walk around. Then I went outside, lay in the hammock, meditated another 45 minutes. Then I came upstairs, made dinner, and I ate, and I started to watching the sports channel. But what I'm saying is that, I shut off all of that stuff, all through the day, and just relax and have me that time where I could just try to learn to de-stress, because it was just so much my brain trying to compute at the same time. It's just so foggy, and then you're not thinking straight. Yeah, because it's trying to process so much at once. Then we're not thinking straight. You know, we have all been through that. It's a very stressful year. This year that brought on all this kind of stress on us. No, we're not used to this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't made for us. You know, but sadly, it happened. You know, and now you have the last thing I saw on television today, a book coming out, where they're calling this pandemic the plague. Um, I'm going to do a little bit more research, but there's a book coming out, calling this pandemic the plague, and this person, from listening to them, it seemed like they did a lot of research. But I'm going to do my own research into this. I just saw this today, so it's fresh off the block. So I'm letting you guys know right now. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to do my own research into that though, just to make sure that I get all the right information, so I could bring it forth to you guys. But yeah, it's already numbered as the plague, and we need to find out more about that. You know what I mean? Yeah, because those are things we read about in biblical in the book, about biblical stuff and all that stuff. So if that's what's coming forth to us right now, we need to know. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, so I have to do a little more research in that, and just make sure I have the right info for you guys, so I could bring forth the right information, content, I should say, to you, because I am not going to give you nothing if it's not factual, because that's not what I'm here for. It have to be factual, and I do the research, and even if I have to show it to you, and show you the paperwork, make sure it's real. But yeah, I want to make sure it's factual, So yeah, I have to do a little more digging on that one. But yes, so that's pretty much what they're calling it, and it frightens me. Oh yes, because I've heard the name before. That's why it frightens me. And it's just like, wow, you know, yeah, oh yeah, it frightens me. Oh yeah, you know, truth to be told, yeah, it does frighten me. But life goes on. You know what I mean? Life goes on. You can't really let nothing stop you from living, as long as you still have the breath, the health, and strength. Life goes on. We live and we learn on a daily basis. You see what I'm saying? And pretty much in this time, that's pretty much what we're doing. We're living and we're learning on a daily basis. Because right now on a daily basis, linguistics are changed. When I'm talking about, our government, as far as what's going on, linguistics have been changed around so many times. So, we're in a midst of confusion as well. So there's a lot to be figured out. A lot to be figured out, a lot of questions to be asked, a lot of answers to be given, because I think we deserve answers. Oh yes, for all the transition we've been through, we deserve answers. For all the people that we lost, we deserve answers. Oh yes, oh yes, we deserve answers. For all the people that are suffering, losing their jobs, for all the people that are starving, for all the people that are out on the street because they got, evicted, We need answers to them as well. Oh, yes, we need answers. So there's a lot moving forward to do and to get done to put our mind at ease. And for the ones who have to go see the psychiatrist, don't be afraid. For the ones who have to talk to the psychologist, don't be afraid. Because that's the best way just to get it out, get it off. You feel more, less tense and more, of yourself, where you could breathe in, out, nice and fresh. You're not tense. So that's a good way to get it out. So don't be afraid because I've been there. So don't be afraid. All right. That's a good way to just, get it off your mind. I know some guys are, apprehensive when it comes on to, speaking to a psychologist or a psychiatrist, but, please don't because, they're a great help. You know what I mean? And in a time like this, they're needed. In a time like this, they're needed. They're warranted. Trust me. Their demands are high. What I mean by demands, I mean like, how much we need them. See what I'm saying? Yes. Because we need to help them to stabilize our mind, you know? Oh yeah. So some of us we need to help them to help us to stabilize our mind. Because mentally we are so fogged and just, yeah. So we need that kind of de-stress. So don't be afraid, you know, because remember, each one teach one. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid. All right. Go out there, get the help you need. Because, with that help, you become a better person, a better human being, and a better, with your family, everything is more, more okay, because, you're at peace with everything. You know what I mean? And that peace just give you that extra chance to open up to other, you know, things to come in your life. You know what I mean? Good things, I'm sure. Yeah. But your mind is at ease. You're content, you know? Yeah. So there are questions and we need answers. And this is not going to go on the back burner. No, you're not going to neglect us. We're going to push to our government to make sure they push what they need to push so we could get answers. Because there have to be answers for this. I'm not talking about retaliation or nothing like that, nothing violent. We just need some answers like origin, why, where, you know, make sure it doesn't happen again, you know. We destroy those kind of things, make sure they don't happen again. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I mean. Because mankind shouldn't be going through stuff like this. People are hardworking people, pay their taxes, have their family, their grandparents, their parents, their great grandparents. They used to love to go see them on the weekends. Sit back and have a little barbecue, chit chat, and, blaza, 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 you know. And because of this, it caused their demise and also caused, the interaction with the ones who are still alive. It's very sad. It's very sad. So there's a lot to be done. Administering these vaccines, when it comes down to regular citizens like myself and other citizens, it's going to take time. I say by June, with this other company on board, hopefully everything is working out the right way. I say by June, you know, Because of course, the frontline workers have to come first, then the elderlies, then maybe the fire department or places like those. You know what I mean? Maybe the hotels, essential workers, and then it just trickles down. But maybe by the summer, if we choose to take it, maybe that's when it'll be rendered to us, you know, and by then hopefully we'll know more. We'll know more about it as far as the studies, the data, the analytics, to put our mind more at ease. You know what I mean? Yeah. So hopefully by then, we're a little bit more convinced because we have to be inquisitive, because even though I believe in evolution, I believe in science, I believe in technology, but when it comes on to developing medicine, it still takes time. But the way to expedite this could be a miracle. I don't know, but we'll see. Never seen nothing like this before, but we'll see. You know, oh yeah, and I'm also grateful because if it's what it is to stop this plague or whatever they call it, then hey, so be it. Because we have nothing else to fight it, nothing else. So what are we going to do? Either we um figure out a way, or whenever this thing comes around, we take it and see if it could help us. God knows what happens from there, but we just can't continue living this way for the next year to come and year to come and year to come. If there's a vaccine out there that could stop it, we can't do that. You know, the country will go bankrupt. The world will go bankrupt. We can't do that. And another thing we need to understand, there's not enough food on this planet to feed us like we think. Let me say that again. There's not enough food on this planet to feed us like we think. China is not planting rice like they used to, okay, because they're in technology, they're working in other areas. Farmers in the Caribbeans are not farming, like they used to. Young guys who, they don't pick up the skills from their grandfathers and whatnot. So you don't really have the farmers to give the organic products like they used to. You see what I'm saying? And the livestocks, they're just, dwindling away in mass numbers. So no, that's why we have a lot of things that are clowning, like meat, clowning the cow, this, that. You see what I'm saying? The food, Yes, guys, there's a big food shortage on earth. Yeah. And it should be no surprise. That's why they brought in clowning. Yeah, because they know. But it's all about letting the people know because you don't want nobody to go out there and just start to buy up everything in the stores. No, but yeah, there's a big shortage. But it's not the fault of the government, you know. It's because people are not mass producing like they used to, farming and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And also because of global warming, where the ones that farm, the farms might not produce as much as it used to because the soil has been, whatever, because of the global warming. I don't really know much about science, but you know what I mean? Yeah. So it might be tainted, the soil, and it's not producing like it used to, you know? So yeah, there's a shortage of organic food on Earth. So day in, day out, we have to be mindful, because this earth, man, we have to be thankful for it, you know, but at the same time we have to be mindful, you know. Yeah, yep, oh yeah. Because I don't know if you guys remember droughts, when this herd says drought, it's drought, When it says rain, it's rain. When it says storm, it's storm, Yeah. So we have to be mindful of this earth, you know. But with all that said, guys, I'm grateful for life, grateful for, the time we're in December. Grateful. Hopefully we live past this and see next year. 2021. You know what I mean? I am grateful for all of that. You know, and to live through this time, um, the history of it. You know, if my grandkids might have certain kind of complications to understand, maybe one day I might be able to break it down to them, if they bring forth the truth, you know, because that's how important this is to the world, for people to know the truth. Just like the polio, and stuff like that, HIV, you know, vaccines and stuff like that, that people know the truth about. Yeah, people need to know the truth because with all that said, people will take more precaution, you know, because they will be more mindful of what's going on because they heard the truth, you know. Nothing beat the truth, you know. Yeah. Oh yeah. So if you should ask me, what am I grateful for in 2020? My answer is life because I still have life. That's what I'm grateful for. The life I still have, the air I still breathe, the little strength I have left. These are what I'm grateful for. Moving forward, other things could come, you know, but for now, this is what I'm grateful for. I will always be grateful for life and health and strength, but for now, I'll keep it there. Life, health, and strength. For now, I'll keep it there. Anything else is an addition for me, you know, an addition or a goal that I accomplish, you know. But yeah, life. Because what I saw in front of my eyes in 2020 made me have to grateful for life. The way I saw the dispose of life or death, a body or, all those things, it just made me more grateful that I'm alive. Yeah. To see the things that people go through, this year. My family went through COVID. I went through COVID. We prayed, we got through it, you know. But for the ones who are not as lucky as us, you know, those are the ones that I feel for. You see what I'm saying? For the families who don't have nothing to eat right now, they're the ones that I feel for. For the ones who don't have a roof over their head, they're the ones that I feel for. Because it's real. The struggle is real. Oh yeah. Because you look at a person out of work since, June or, July or August or whatever, it's been months without a paycheck as far as, unless they get that, unemployment thing figured out, but it's also an agony to deal with that and go through all of that. Bear in mind, you're dealing with all the frustration that's going on. Then you're going to take this one on now too, making sure that you get some kind of unemployment. So you have to either be on the phone constantly on wait, on mute, listening to that ridiculous machine, you know what I mean? Keep over and over and just repeating the same thing, and you're sitting there, next thing you know, you get a dial tone. And then because you need your money, and there's no other way, what you do, you call back, and you just politely just do the same thing again, But that's the thing that people have to go through, you know, just to get a little bit of assistance on top of the stress that we already have. So when I look at the year, that's why I said everybody individually could write their own book. You know what I mean? As far as what they went through. Because this year, I tell you, there's going to be a lot of asterisks against this year, 2020. Nothing but asterisks. You know, when we talk about 2020, moving forward in the later years, it's just going to be like talking about Friday the 13th, like one of those haunted. Oh, yeah. That's how the kids are going to look at it when you talk about 2020, maybe 15, 20 years from now. That's how the kids are going to look at it, like Friday the 13th. Like, whoa, 2020, scary. Ooh, we don't want to talk about that. Yeah, because once they start reading books and see what really took place, it's going to disgust them, you know? And yes, it's going to put fear in them too because they're going to be like, what? I didn't know this was possible. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. But the struggle must go on. The fight must go on, I should say. The struggle is real. The fight must go on, I should say. Pardon me. You know? Yeah. I've been sitting on this chair for quite a while now, so you see me moving around because my back is acting up. So I'm going to end this live shortly, but yeah, the back is giving me a hard time. So I have to keep moving around. Try to find some little way to finish the show. But hey, guys, yeah, we're resilient, so we're going to keep fighting. You know what I mean? And I thank all of you guys tonight. Who checking into the live. Thank you for staying with me. I really appreciate you, and I also thank you for listening. You know, because one of my slogan, each one teach one. And we just have to be mindful. And sometimes our friends, they're so busy working, they can't catch the regular news, what's going on live, or certain by the time they get home, the news is off on television, so they miss what went on through the day. So YouTube is a very good place for you to maybe catch up on your news analytics, and other things that goes on in life, that draw your interest. So yeah. So YouTube is a very inquisitive place. So I commend them, for what they do and what they're doing, and also for giving us this platform, to do what we do as well. Because I tell you, it's remarkable, to sit here and maybe sit back and could change someone's life, or just could shed some light on someone. You know, those things are remarkable. And if we could do it just this way, hey, it's better this way than no way. You see what I'm saying? At least there's a way. That's just how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh yeah. That's how I look at it, man. So, I'm grateful and I'll always be grateful, because with life, you have to be grateful, because hey, you can't be selfish because the air outside is it's not just for me, it's for everybody. So I can't go out there and collect the air and bring it inside and say, oh, I want all the fresh air. No, because you know why? The man above, that's what he taught you. You can't be selfish. It's for everybody. The sun, the air, the darkness, the rain, it's for everybody. That's when Bob Marley said, when the rain fall, it don't fall on one minute out stop. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. And he said, we have so much things to say, right? Yep. There's a natural mystic blowing, guys. A natural mystic blowing through the air. Okay? Listen carefully. Trust me, you will hear. All right? Yeah, man. So I really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate you guys coming in tonight and enjoy the live. And thanks for your support again. It's Raymond Nugent, aka Chronic Pain in a Demon. Tomorrow is Tuesday, so I might do another live. Quite frankly, I'm going to do another live Wednesday, the same time. If you guys, feel free to chime in and just stay and keep me encouraged. And you could join in the live chat and share your opinion because your opinion matters. Because remember, each one teach one. And with all that said, Thanks again, and God bless. And when I end my show, I always say, "Who feels it knows it." Peace.